Here's a Sith Lord that knew how to change with the times. You see, after a whole millennia of the Sith Code being the main Bible pretty much of the Sith Order, the Sith were ultimately destroyed because they were relying on a code that wasn't really working in modern times. Well, it's hard to say which is modern times since everything looks like it was in the future. But but Darth Bane knew like the Sith was going to destroy itself because this code was no longer acceptable, no longer working. So we instituted the rule of two, which only allowed two Sith, a master and an apprentice, to rule the Sith Order. And I gotta be honest, he knew how to change with the times. He beat it to his own drum pretty much, where he knew he lost his faith in the order that he was part of, the Brotherhood of Darkness, believing it was an order filled with flawed organization, and the leader was pretty much believed the leader, I can't pronounce his name, was a coward and fool. But he went on to Leon or Lethon, I can't pronounce it right. It was in Knights of the Old Republic too, and studied the holocron of Darth Revan. And armed with the knowledge, he pretty much destroyed the Brotherhood and made his own Sith Order, where he instituted the Rule of Two, which was a system where only a master and apprentice can be the Dark Lord of the Sith, and ultimately that it worked for a long period of time. Like, it was pretty much the standard system of the Sith. They stopped infighting. It stopped this corruption that destroyed the Sith Order beforehand. And I have to say, Darth Bane was pretty much well aware with the changing times. Like, I gotta give him credit for that. Like, he knew how to change with the times, and I'm pretty sure that'd be something that's considered unsanctuary with the Sith. Like, that would be a sin to change their system and whatnot. That they believe worked for over thousands of generations. But Darth Bane managed to change with the times, and he certainly and in a way, in long term goal, he was thinking long term. He kind of won. Think about that. He kind of won and destroyed the Galactic Republic with this system and the Jedi Order previously, the old Jedi Order ways, and for a variety of reasons, like this plan should not have worked. To be honest, like the plan should not have worked. The Jedi were able to change with the times back then, but they were so stubborn and so thick-headed in this old system of the Jedi Code, which I explained in my interpretation of the Star Wars series with my friends, to say that the Sith knew how to change with the times, but the Jedi were stuck in the old ways. And the Jedi Order pretty much destroyed itself with Bane's ideology working. Um, and they try to add in different layers to the Rule of Two. Like, they try to maintain the Rule of Two system, but also add their own Dark Jedi and Dark Acolytes to try and balance it out. Like, I don't know if that was it's like the Sith were trying to mix some of the old ways with the new way. Like, they still have a Dark Lord of the Sith system for only two people, but they added Dark Jedi, Dark Acolytes who studied under these guys, were like pretty much henchmen, foot soldiers, pretty much, that bowed before the Sith Lord. Like Palpatine had the Emperor's hand, and her name was Mara Jade or Mara Jade, and everyone knows what happened to her. Bad idea. But ultimately, like, Darth Bane's Will 2 stood for over thousands of years, and it would be until Dark Riot, I think I pronounced that name right, came in and established the Rule of One, and the holocron of Darth Bane condemned him, calling him a pretender, and said that the Sith would destroy itself. And in a way, he was kind of right. Like, Darth Vader would be overthrown and killed, and then he would be reborn, and then led a coup d'etat to take back his power. But ultimately, Darth Bane was possibly the most unorthodox Sith, pretty much, at that time. Changed with the times, knew what was going on, knew how to change everything up. Like, he knew this was not working. He knew he had to change his game up. He knew he had to find a way to beat the Jedi at their own game. So he instituted the Rule of Two. And that's pretty much his big legacy in Star Wars. He's the creator of the Rule of Two. And I'm glad that this guy is actually canon in the Star Wars universe, since he appeared in the Star Wars Clone Wars series as a ghost, but nonetheless he was considered canon. It's just that his books that he appeared in as the protagonist in it was not canon, so they're going to have to explain that. I hope they make a Star Wars anthology about Darth Bane. I really do. but at least Darth Bane and the Rule of Two is still canon in the Star Wars Disney universe. But ultimately, like the tale and who overthrowed him in the end, his apprentice, it would never be explained in the new Disney canon. Though I'm hoping that make a new film about Darth Bane. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.